What's up guys, this is Massey. Welcome to another video. In this video I want to talk about tangent to a curve. Before I start tangent to a curve, I need to show you what does that mean when we are talking about tangent to a circle. For circles, tangency is straightforward. It's a line L tangent to a circle at the point P if L passes through P perpendicular to the radius at P. Such a line touches the circle once. So as you see here, L is tangent to a circle at P, and if it passes through P perpendicular to radius OP. So as you see here, line L is perpendicular to the radius of the circle at point P, and this line L crosses this circle only at one point. It touches only at one point. So now let's continue with tangent to a curve. So we have three different situations here. If you see the left figure here, we have L meets C only at P, but it is not tangent to C. Why it is not tangent to C? Because it has to be like touching the point, not crossing the point. So the first picture is not showing tangent. The second one, L is tangent to C at point P, but meets C at several points. As you see here, line L crosses this curve at 1, 2, and 3 points. So it means that this line is not a tangent to P. And the third one, L is tangent to C at P, but lies on two sides of C crossing C at P. So again, instead of basically touching the point, it's crossing the curve at point P. Now let's see how to find out the tangent line to a parabola. Find the slope of the parabola y equals to x squared at point P 2, 4. Write an equation for the tangent to the parabola at this point. So we need to set up the secant slope, which is the difference of y's divided by difference of x values. Y is going to be 2 plus h to the power of 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 divided by h. And when you expand it, it's going to be h squared plus 4h plus 4 minus 4 divided by h. Then when you simplify it, 4 and 4 cancel out. It's going to be h squared plus 4h divided by h. And then you cancel h's, is going to be h plus 4. So limit of h plus 4 when h approaches 0 is going to be 4. So that's going to be the slope of the tangent line on this parabola y equals to x squared at the point of 2 and 4. You can see it in this picture clearly. Here we have the curve for y equals to x squared. We have these 2 points here. One point is P. The second point is going to be Q. What is the relationship between P and Q? P is 2 and 4, x is 2, y is 4. Q is going to be 2 plus h, so we increase it by h. On the other hand, here we have 4, and the other one is going to be 2 plus h squared. Why? Because the function is y equals to x squared. So since the x is 2 plus h, y is going to be 2 plus h to the power of 2. Then the difference in y's is going to be 2 plus h to the power of 2 minus 4, as you see here. And the difference of x's is going to be 2 plus h minus 2, which is going to be h. So the secant slope is going to be 2 plus h to the power of 2 minus 4 divided by h. And when you simplify it, it's going to be h plus 4. So slope of the curve. The slope of the curve y equals to f of x at point P of x naught and f of x naught is the number m equals to limit of f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught divided by h when h approaches 0. The tangent line to the curve at point P is the line through P with this slope. So let's look at this figure, the slope of the tangent. See here we have 2 points, one of them is P, the other one is Q. Function is y equals to f of x, which is shown by this blue curve. The first point is x naught and f of x naught. Second point is going to be x naught plus h, and the y of that point is going to be f of x naught plus h, as you see here. Now the slope of this tangent line is going to be the delta h divided by delta y divided by delta x. Delta y is going to be the difference in y's, which is going to be f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught, as you see here. And delta x is going to be x naught plus h minus x naught, which is going to be just h. So then we can write it as limit of f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught divided by h. So using this formula, we can find out the slope of the tangent to a curve. Let's see an example. Show that the line y equals to mx plus b is its own tangent at any point x naught, mx naught plus b. So right now we are looking for slope of the tangent line of a line, not of a curve, of a line. So function is mx plus b. We just set it up. We have fx naught and fx naught plus h. So fx naught is going to be mx naught plus b, and fx naught plus h is going to be m times x naught plus h plus b. When you expand it, it's going to be like that. Now when we set it up and use this formula that you saw in the previous slide, it's going to be mx naught plus mh plus b, as you calculated here, minus f of x naught, which is mx naught plus b, divided by h, when limit of h approaches z. Then mx naught and mx naught cancel out, b and negative b cancel out as well, and we're going to end up having only m of mh divided by h. So h and h cancel out, and we're going to have only m. So find the tangent line using the point slope equation is going to be y equals to mx plus b. So it means that there is no tangent line to the line. It's going to be exactly the same as same line. Let's summarize. Finding the tangent to the curve y equals to f of x at points x naught, y naught, we calculate f of x naught and we find f of x naught plus h, and after that we find the slope. M equals to limit of f of x naught plus h minus f of x naught divided by h, when h approaches 0. If the limit exists, find the tangent line. This is going to be the equation of line. Y equals to y naught plus m times x minus x naught. This is going to be the equation of the tangent line. Let's see another example. Slope and tangent to y equals to 1 over x, and x cannot be equal to 0. So the function is 1 over x. Find the slope of the curve of y equals to 1 over x, and where does the slope equals to negative 1 over 4. So again, we set up the same equation. In this case, it's going to be limit of f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. When you use the formula, 1 over x is going to be 1 over a plus h minus 1 over a divided by h. Then you take 1 over h out, and then we have common denominator. When you simplify it, you're going to get negative 1 over a times a plus h. And when you find the limit when h approaches 0, it's going to be negative 1 over a squared. So that's going to be the slope of the tangent to the curve y equals to 1 over x. In part B, it says, where does the slope equals to negative 1 over 4? So we can say negative 1 over a squared will be equal to negative 1 over 4, and then we find out the value of a, which in this case is going to be 2.